Imagine, your mind convinces you that you are dying, and your body follows the idea and actually dies without disease, without poison. We've all heard of the placebo effect, the remarkable power of the mind to heal the body simply through the power of belief. A sugar pill that cures a headache, a saline injection that eases chronic pain. It's a testament to the profound, almost magical connection between our thoughts and our physical well-being. But what about the opposite? What happens when that connection turns against us? In the ambitious post-war world of the 1950s, a fringe group of scientists began to explore this darker side of the mind-body connection. They were fascinated by the nocebo effect, the phenomenon where negative expectations can cause real, physical harm. This led them to ask a terrifying question, one that pushed the boundaries of scientific ethics and human understanding. Can the mind actually kill the body? Could a person's deepest fears, anxieties, and beliefs manifest not just as illness, but as their own demise? To find the answer, they devised a controversial and ethically fraught experiment, recruiting ordinary people who were completely unaware of the psychological ordeal they were about to face. They were told they were part of a simple medical trial. The truth was far more sinister. The details of what happened next were buried for decades, locked away from public view. What you are about to hear is pieced together from hushed accounts and declassified fragments. This is the story of how one of the darkest and most disturbing files in the history of psychological research began. The experiment seemed simple at first, almost mundane. The participants, a collection of ordinary people recruited through newspaper ads, were told they were part of a straightforward psychological test. Perhaps a study on memory or the effects of stress on cognitive function. They were offered a small payment for their time, a simple transaction for what they believed was a contribution to science. Each person was led down a sterile, dimly lit corridor, the air thick with the scent of antiseptic and the low hum of unseen machinery. The environment was designed to feel official, authoritative, and just slightly intimidating. They had no reason to doubt the legitimacy of the proceedings. They trusted the men in white coats, but the stated purpose was a lie. What they didn't know was that the real experiment was far more insidious. The researchers weren't interested in memory at all. They were exploring a dark and powerful corner of the human mind, the psychosomatic response. Specifically, they were investigating the nocebo effect, the sinister twin of the placebo. Could the power of suggestion, the sheer force of belief, be potent enough to cause genuine physical harm? Could the mind be tricked into turning against the body with devastating consequences? This was the chilling question at the heart of the study. To test this, everything around them was staged. Every detail was part of a carefully planned deception. The waiting room, the other participants, even the lead scientists. They were all actors playing a part in a meticulously crafted piece of theatre. The equipment was non-functional, mere props in a drama designed to manipulate perception and instill a profound sense of dread. It was a level of manipulation that flagrantly violated the ethical standards we rely on today, a relic from an era of research with fewer safeguards, where the line between scientific inquiry and psychological torment could become terrifyingly blurred. The participants were not subjects. They were unwitting actors in a play whose horrifying final act had already been written. In one of the most unsettling psychological case studies ever reported, a group of participants were led to believe a catastrophic error had occurred. They were told, with grave authority, that their bodies had been exposed to a lethal dose of radiation. The researchers described the irreversible damage that was now unfolding within their cells, painting a grim and certain picture of their fate. But here is the horrifying part. There was no radiation, not a single particle. The entire event was a meticulously crafted deception designed to test the absolute limit of the mind's power over the body. It was a demonstration of a terrifying phenomenon known as the nocebo effect, the dark twin of the placebo. where a negative belief, a simple, powerful suggestion, can manifest as a devastating physical reality. Yet within hours, real symptoms appeared. The brain, convinced of the poison, began commanding the body to replicate its effects. It started with a profound, bone-deep exhaustion, as if every ounce of energy had been stolen from them. Then came waves of debilitating nausea. Soon after, there were reports of internal bleeding. This was no longer just in their heads, it was a full-blown psychosomatic crisis. While the most extreme versions of this story remain controversial and lack definitive proof of fatalities, the documented physical decline was undeniable. It served as a chilling testament to the body's ability to follow the mind's darkest commands. An experiment so ethically fraught, it would be unthinkable under modern research standards. The participants' belief was so absolute that their immune systems crashed, their vital signs plummeted, and their bodies started shutting down. Doctors were stunned. Tests showed no physical cause. Yet some participants died because the mind believed it. When the results emerged, the government ordered, "Stop the experiment, delete all files." What happened had broken the most important rule in science. The mind can kill its owner. If an idea can destroy the body, are we in control of ourselves, or is our mind holding the ultimate button? Maybe the scariest thing about humans isn't disease, it's what we truly believe.